I was awoken at 5 o'clock in the morning, came downstairs, walked into the utility room, turned the light on, only to be confronted by a guy with a yellow stocking on his head and a screwdriver in his hand.
In March 2016, Jo and Bryan Shirley were burgled by two armed intruders. Bryan was attacked whilst Jo was upstairs, scared stiff for Bryan and fearing for her own life.
And as they were running up the stairs, I could hear them shout, "Where is she, where is she?" And I knew at that point that were not going to end good for me. Basically, I jumped out the window.
Jo managed to escape and raised the alarm at her neighbours. Still inside, Bryan's ordeal was not over as one of the assailants pulled out a gun.
And when he put the gun against my head and said he was going to shoot me, he was going to kill me, and I can remember the sensation that just went over me. I just thought, I'm going to die.
The harrowing events of that night have deeply affected both Bryan and Jo ever since. They've sold their house, they're afraid of the dark, and they nearly lost their relationship.
After the incident, it's completely changed my life. We just exist. I had a breakdown, mental breakdown. It's destroying me the longer it goes on.
I mean, there was a point when, in December, when I felt very, very suicidal.
We've had such a strong marriage, very, very strong marriage, and I feel that the marriage is breaking down.
The last thing I want is for Jo to break down and the relationship to break down. That would make me truly sad.
Suffering from PTSD, which is putting pressure on their marriage, Jo and Bryan saw the Speakmans as their last hope.
Ever since that night, you've been frightened of being attacked ever since.
Yeah.
Right? And in that moment, you thought you'd lost your soulmate. You actually did lose him, and you lost yourself. And that's been your life for the last over a year, hasn't it?
Does that mean anything to you?
Is that seconds that we've lived? Or
Minutes.
Minutes.
And in actual fact, it will have worked out a lot less than 10 minutes.
It's absolutely less than
It will have been about 3, actually.
The choice is, do you want to base your life on this or that? And with PTSD, when you feel that you're going to die, in that moment of absolute terror, and you take in a massive information, you can blame one thing, you can blame half a dozen things. So I need to test you with some things, if that's all right. I'd like to borrow our cameraman, if he could just come behind you and put his hand on your shoulder. I want you to tell me how that feels. Score it out of 10.
I'm already feeling uneasy though when you said it.
Right. Which shoulder was it?
That shoulder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Anxious. Yeah.
Okay.
I would say 9.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Jo, so how does that make you feel knowing that makes Bryan 9 out of 10 anxious?
That does worry me, actually.
I've just got one last thing to show you that I've got down here. How does that make you feel?
8.
Bryan has anxiety with every one of them.
Yeah, I can feel it in the back now.
Yeah, I can see because yours is very much based on Bryan. Because you can only ever see it one way, let's look at what actually happened. But in that moment, you blamed the house, you blamed the dark.
Yep. Yep.
Screwdrivers.
Screwdrivers. Yeah.
What has the dark ever done to you?
No, nothing as a physical thing.
Nothing.
Nothing.
And we know it wasn't personal. Because the other thing is that if they'd known you, then they would have known that you're not really into bling.
Yeah. 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 It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody that knew you knew that you had nothing in that house.
Yeah.
They could have come in with cable ties, put a bag over your head, cable tied you, had you in the van, and you would have been gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's never about you, was it?
No.
And so, let me show you that.
It's not really registering. It's a screwdriver, yeah.
I'm not going to say when he's going to come, but keep looking at me.
I can hear the floor, but yeah, it's fine. That's fine.
Absolutely, 100%?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Anything?
No.
Honestly?
No.
Sure.
Yeah. Cheers, Anthony.
How does that make you feel?
I'm going to leap over the room and give you a hug. Oh.
Mind that 2 figure in.
Does that mean she's got your back?
Yeah, she knows.
You know?